Hello everyone. In this video, we'll see the differences between electrical and electronics. Many of us are having the confusion regarding electrical and electronics. Though these two terminologies are often used interchangeably, there is a subtle difference between these two, and what is that we'll see one by one in this video. So I've made a tabular form. You can see here on the left hand side there's electrical, on the right hand side there's electronics. We'll first see the definition of electrical and electronics, and then we'll see the rest differences. So the first we'll go for the electrical. First I'll read and then I'll explain. It is a field of engineering that deals with the study and applications of electricity, electronics, electromagnetism. Okay, it is a field of engineering. Okay, it is dealing with these three parts, these three applications, and for what? To create and improve the various electrical system and technologies that power our world. That word is very important, power our modern world. Why is that? We'll see later. So yes, electricity, electronics and electromagnetism. Here in this video, we are taking the difference between electrical and electronics, and the word electronics has come here under the electrical. What does that mean? That means that the electronics is a sub branch of electrical, right? Electronics is the sub branch of electrical, but electronics is not a part of electronics, right? So this is the first difference. You have to get it here. So what is electricity? Electronics, electromagnetism. Electricity is basically like electrical engineer has to design the power plant, electric grid to generate and distribute the electricity to our homes and businesses, etc. Electronics means you can see here the way the day-to-day life we use the devices like smartphone, computers and televisions, etc. This comes in the category of electronics. What is electromagnetism? Electromagnetism is a very fundamental thing that we use in electric motor and generators, so that are the part of the electricals. So we'll see the definition of electronics. What I've told you already is the electronics is a sub branch of electrical. So it's mentioned here is a branch of physics and electrical engineering that deals with the behavior and control of electronics. That is the most important word, behavior and control of electrons. So in the electronics, you see the different devices, and the devices are designed in such a way in order to control the electrons, in order to control the behavior of electrons, right? So yes, these are the definitions of electrical and electronics. When you study electrical, you will come across these terminologies like generators, transformers, transmission lines, and electric motors. So we'll see one by one what is generators. So we all know that what is electrical generators. It produces electrical energy from mechanical energy. Okay, it is generator, it is generating. What is generating? Is generating the electricity from the mechanical energy. Like different power plants are the examples of these generators. Transformers is one of the typical device that we use in electrical. Basically the function of transformer is to step up and step down the voltage for the smooth distribution, for the efficient distribution of the electricity. Transmission lines are the lines that are carry the electric power over the long distance, like from the power plant to substation and then to our homes and businesses. Electric motors are again one of the important part that converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. Okay, these two are different. Make sure generators are different and electric motors are different. Converts electrical energy into mechanical energy, and generators are mechanical energy into electrical energy. So yes, these are the typical devices you will get come across when you study the electrical, and when you study the electronics, you will see these part: semiconductors, transistors, integrated circuits, digital circuits, analog circuits. So what are semiconductors? Semiconductors are like why we use silicon and germanium, everything, the study of semiconductors. Okay, it's why again everything is coming across the same line. It's control of electrons. Everything has designed for the control of electrons. Transistors, again before the transistor there's one p-n junction diode, is again basic element of electronics, but in the modern electronics we are going for the transistors. Basically transistors are used for two purposes. One is to amplify the signal, is to increase the strength of signal, and as a switch to make the signal on and off. Even if it seems like only these two operations, all the modern electronics is based on these transistors only. Like in the smartphone, computers, and every complex network is made up of these large number of transistors. Integrated circuits means ICs, tiny silicon chips having the complex number of transistors and complex network of transistors. Why? To use it is used to process and control the electrons for the particular application. Digital circuits, you must have come across ALU, arithmetic logic unit, counters, logic gates. They are examples of the digital circuits. Analog circuit, when you study the electronics, you see analog circuits like ADC, DAC, analog to digital converter, digital to analog converters, operational amplifiers, op-amp. So these are the things comes in the analog circuit. So yes, these are the typical devices that you'll come across these two branches. So till now, what we have studied, what we have analyzed is that the focus of electrical is on the generation, transmission, and distribution of this electrical energy. Where the focus of electronics is the manipulation of electrical signal for what? For the information processing, for the communication and for the control purpose. Okay, so what I'm saying is information processing is, for example, you have the smartphone having these cameras and microphones and GPS. So these are the sensors used in the devices. We take the information from these sensors and the processing has to be done there. So yes, information processing is done by the electronics part. Communication, we use these electrons to convert the sound waves into electrical waves to transmit the signal over the telephonic lines, Wi-Fi router, etc., etc. So these are the focus of electrical and electronics, right? So in short, I can say that electrical scale is the large scale system, electronic scale is the smaller scale system. Okay. Typically, electronics engineer has to work on the smaller scale, and here is on the larger scale. So applications till now what we have discussed is covered here. The power grid, transmission lines, industrial automation, substations, motors, etc. Applications of electronics are like computers, smartphones, wearable devices, Wi-Fi routers, Internet of Things is the new terminology has added in electronics, is one of the nice application of the electronics nowadays, telecommunications, medical devices, etc. So at the last, what I can say is there's not clear-cut distinction between the electrical and electronics. And the thing too important is that electronics is a part of electrical. So like computer or so sorry, for example, the example you can say is the uh, so when you take the example of a smartphone is a pure electronic device, but the examples like washing machine, microwave oven are the examples of combination of both electrical plus electronics. So wherever there's come the part of the control and information processing, we need a part of electronics there. The first difference, what I've already told you, that electronics is a part of electrical. So yes, so this is all about the electrical and electronics differences. I hope you have understood, and thank you.